Welcome to today's video. Today's video we're going to troubleshoot a pool heater. We had the pool heater on for, I don't know, like 2 months, maybe 3 months. Then we go to California for a month. We turn the pool heater off. We come back last week. So last night we turned on the pool heater. We go off, do our business. We come back and the temperature in the pool hadn't changed a bit. The pool temp is still at 81 and it says it's heating. So we come outside to the pool heater and it scrolls through the menu and we have a fault. Shorted H2O sensor. We're like, damn it. Okay. So we kill the power to the heat pump. We open that baby up. We got the schematic right here and we have water temp. Now let's find that. So we look at the control board and it's that blue connector on the top left hand corner. We're going to disconnect that temp sensor. So now we've disconnected that temperature sensor and we're going to power this baby back up, and if theory has it right, we should get an open water sensor. All right, we'll go back here, we'll kick that breaker back on. There we got it. We've got fault, open sensor. So that means that control board technically is good. So the wiring diagram for this Jandy is Lima Tango Mike 0330. And according to the specs for this water temperature sensor, it should be between 5,000 and 20,000 ohms. So I put the meter across this temperature sensor. I got 0.17 K. That's 170 ohms. So this technically is shorted. It's Saturday afternoon. It's like 3:30 in the afternoon. There's no way I'm going to get this fixed by running out and getting a sensor for this Jandy heat pump. I know I'm going to have to order it, but here's what I am going to do. I've got me a 10K resistor right here, and I'm going to put it across that sensor connector on that board and make sure the fault goes away. And if it does, I'm just going to have to monitor the temperature manually and shut the heat off when the pool gets to the right temperature. So let me stick this in, substitute the sensor, and make sure this heat pump comes back on. That's a 10K resistor because it's brown, black, orange, which is 1-0 multiplier of the makes that 10,000. I can't believe how times have changed. When I went to college in the 80s, the resistor color code was bad boys rape our young girls, but Violet gives willingly gets some now, and that is so inappropriate in today's society. We even had girls in the class back then. All right, well anyway, we got that resistor across the board. Let's see what happens when we power this up. Our fault should be gone. Okay, we're going to turn that breaker on. We've got the display powered up, pool heat, compressor turns on in 5 minutes. It's counting down. That simulated resistor gives us a water temp of 78. And when this kicks on, we're going to make sure it's working. You know what else sucks? This pool heater isn't that old. It's only like 5 years old. But we've got a water leak out of the refrigerant inline. And it's not leaking gas. It's leaking water. Everybody says, oh, we can't fix it. I'm thinking, well, you know what? If you crack that refrigerant line loose, or maybe first reclaim the refrigerant, crack that line loose and tighten that fitting on the boss of that compressor, it probably fixed it. So my goal is I'm probably going to break that loose, see if I can stop the water leak first, and then have somebody service the refrigerant again. Because they want like $6 grand for a new heater. All right, so in about 30 seconds, this compressor should kick on and start heating the pool. Fingers crossed. Let's see what happens. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, we got ignition. All right, the old Rube Goldberg works. We'll be skinny dipping later on tonight. Woohoo! All right, we got some really icy cold air coming out of this, which means it's heat exchanging. Now that I've got that temperature sensor bypassed with a fixed resistor, I got to keep an eye on that. I have no idea how hot that pool water would actually get, or if it would damage or burn up anything. So now it's up to me to make sure I don't damage something else. The other thing is, this is a saltwater pool, and evidently Jandy makes a saltwater thermistor for the water sensor, which probably does not come standard when you buy a heat pump. So I think the sensor that's saltwater okay is like double a regular one. So this one lasted 6 years. I'll put the same one back in. I'm not gonna go ahead and put in the expensive one, only because I got that water leak and I noticed the mount feet around the compressor are kind of rusty. So I don't know how long this heat pump's gonna last. So I'm not gonna soak a lot of money into this thing. You know, not everybody has a 10K resistor hanging around the house. I'm fortunate. I do electronics. I got a bucket of resistors. But you could probably find a resistor off of Amazon quicker than you can get the proper replacement thermistor part, because that part's got to be exact so it doesn't leak. I need to give an update on yesterday's Rube Goldberg. I put a 10K resistor across that heat pump to simulate water temperature, which 10K 78 degrees. I thought I would have to manually control the water temperature to make sure it didn't overheat. That is not true. Reason being, I looked at that heat pump temperature this afternoon, and when I look at the status of everything, I've got a pool temp of 93 and the pool heater is in standby. So the Aqualink system has now turned off the heater because it's hit 93. So that Jandy thermistor I bypassed is the safety thermistor. So I don't have to worry about manually controlling the heat of the pool. It will turn on and off as long as that Aqualink's working, which will give me a little flex time on getting that sensor in the Jandy replaced. I mean, I'm not going to wait forever to replace it, but I don't have to manually monitor this anymore, although I will, to make sure I don't have a dual failure. Well, cheers with an icy cold old fashioned. With the muddled orange and cherries in that. That's so tasty. That is good. The best thing about this whole thing is my wife thinks I'm amazing. I probably play that for a little while. Hopefully this will help somebody troubleshoot their pool heater. Well, have a good weekend. Thanks for watching. Take care. See ya.